Welcome everybody. Welcome to an untitled game. An incomplete game. A game that uses Chrono Cross music. Like a lot of it. A game in RPG Maker. A game that I made. This game is not complete. If anybody really wants me to send you a demo copy of this game, I might. I'm not positive. You'd have to be willing to experience a game that isn't finished. That may never be finished. It is made entirely in RPG Maker, VX, standard VX, and it has almost no custom assets. I have no artistic capabilities, really, to speak of, except for with stuff that's basically already there. I put this game together, though, and it's got, if I remember right, about 8 or 9 hours if you know exactly what to do in it. So it's probably like 10, maybe 12 hours for the average player. But I figured that as a Let's Play, I would show off a game that I created, even if it's not complete, and even if it may never be complete. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm probably only going to do one longer video of it, and then I'm going to call it good. We're going to do a new game here, and I'm just going to play my game a little bit. I actually don't remember it very well, so how did you get here? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Who are you? And you get to name yourself. You are a silent protagonist in this game, though you do sort of talk to people, you just never really see your own text. So, Klaus. Well, that must be your name, but it doesn't answer my question. Who are you? I can see we're going to have to figure that one out. I'll ask you some questions and you answer, okay? Oh, don't worry. Nothing too real personal. But I guess I can come up with the answers if you want. No, I'll answer. Well, do you think of yourself as a strong person? Yeah. What do you trust in more? The sword or the mind? The mind. Alright, tell me. Do you think of yourself as likable? I like to think so. I see. And what of your background? Are you rich? Poor? I'm in the middle. That text box is not supposed to be a text box. It's supposed to be in the center and like this. Apparently that's messed up. I don't know. There's gonna be glitches. This game, like I said, not complete, and it's never even really been playtested by anyone other than myself. So, in a mythical sense, I am a dragon. Very good. Tell me, do you believe in honorable sacrifice? I forgot I even asked this question. Yes? I don't remember what that does. Answer this next one the best way to describe yourself. Do you believe? You would not believe how important I planned on making this question. Yes. I don't really want to spoil it, but I do. That question is one of the most important questions in the entire game, and it's right at the start. You ready to enter, I think? Oh, don't look at me like that. I rarely do this anymore, you know? I don't get many coming this way anymore. Actually, you're the first in quite some time. There I go again, getting sidetracked. I read that wrong, because I said again. There I go again, getting sidetracked again. That's bad. That's a bad sentence. This is supposed to be fast, after all. Time for you to go. Enjoy your stay. English is hard, what can I say? I'm gonna be really defensive while I play this, aren't I? Maybe I shouldn't have said I made this. Whatever. It's good. It's a good game. It's got some kinks in it that need to be worked out, but I think it's pretty good overall. Come on. Wake up! I think it has some balance issues overall, but, you know, whatever. Okay, you're finally up. Come on, we gotta meet with the leader to get your first mission as a full-fledged hunter. Glad to see you're out of bed. Now, let's get going. Huh? What do you mean you don't know who I am? Come on now, Klaus, that's not very funny. Anyways, let's get going. Okay. So I am a first level adept. I have 155 hit points and 28 MP. You'll notice this menu is based on Final Fantasy IX. For anyone who likes Final Fantasy IX, here it is. It's a Final Fantasy IX menu. You have a bestiary that shows you monsters you've encountered. I have the fire spell. That is actually because I decided to believe in the mind. If you believe... The questions at the beginning of the game all change what you start with and what you like more. If you choose to believe in the sword, you start with a better weapon. Instead of having the dagger, you have a short sword, I believe. If you choose to believe in the mind, you start with the fire spell instead of no spells. I think it also changes your starting HP and MP a little bit. Like, you can get boosts to your HP and boosts to your MP. I think you can get some boosts to spirit versus attack, just all based on what you say. The status menu has some pretty cool stuff in it. It's got a biography, so you can see, like, I mean, this one is, these are work in progress, and much of it may be changed or is non-canon from what you've gathered before it, so, and then it's actually what it's supposed to be. From what you've gathered before you lost your memory, you lead a prosperous life in Oleron as a hunter. Though you clearly remember your first name, and know you gave it to the voice, you cannot seem to remember having a last name. You seem to be well-liked by the townsfolk, but you can't help but notice that you seem to have no family in Oleron, except for Lana. Which we haven't met yet, so reading your biography right now is a little strange. Apparently my biography stays there. Ah, there we go. Alright. Yeah, I think that's everything. Do I have any items? No items. I have a bandana now! Ha-ha! Ha-ha-ha! Oh. Seems to have no use. But, if you press shift, you can see what things do. So, it doesn't do... anything. It does have a use. I lied to you. It does one thing and one thing only. It's pretty helpful, really. This is a save point. Access these blue points to bring up the save menu. Save? I have lots of files. Spoilers! Exploration guide. Combat guide. The combat guide, I think, does something right now, but I know this one doesn't. It's currently completely useless. So, one of the things about RPGs to me that always kind of bothers me, and especially RPG Maker where you have the power to do it, is that so many things in the world could be interactable that just aren't. And in this game, they are. So this bottle on the table, I can take that. It's an empty bottle. I took it. It's mine now. Now, I can't interact with the food. I can come over here and get some bread, because there's bread there. I can open that chest and get an herb out of it. I do plan on adding things like text, like flavor text for this, and like add some flavor text for this kind of stuff, so if you search this, it'd be like, oh, looks like some so-and-so's doing something here, some flavor text, things like that. But, I mean, this game, like I said, it's a work in progress. There's lots of extra flavor that can be added, but it just isn't there yet. Did you know that you can't use food items in combat situation? It'd be kind of weird to sit down for a picnic while fighting monsters, I guess. Yes! Yes, it would. This well is full of water. Fill a bottle? Yes. So that's one of the interesting things that I did with this game, is that lots of items you'll get in the game are actually, like, tool items. And I believe if you use the well water, you get the empty bottle back. Sorry, but there's nothing ready in the farm yet. Come back later, and I might have something I can give you. So there's tool items, like you can get ropes, and empty bottles, skeleton keys, a few other things, I think. And they all let you interact with things in the world. Oh, that box was openable. This one isn't, though. Oh. We got a tonic. And an antidote. So you can, like, there's uses for the tools, and like, when you find a place, it'll be like, yeah, if I had one of these, I could do this. And you know, so then you can, like, kind of, there's nobody in this house, so I am going to loot it completely without any kind of scare. Give me those boots! They're my boots. It was one of the systems it was oddly simple. Like, it's an oddly simple concept, right? If you have a thing, you can do a thing with it. But a lot of RPGs don't do that, where your inventory really doesn't matter. You don't need to have, like, these extra items to solve puzzles that are optional, you know? And I think that's really kind of too bad. So, can I steal anything? Is there anything for me to steal? Some corn? No? No? Nothing stealable? Okay. See, you my skeleton keys allows you to open basic locks. So that's something I was always kind of proud about. At least I remember being kind of proud about it. Hello. Where do we all live, you ask? I don't know these things. I'm just a kid. Oh. Well, that's a locked house. The house is locked. So is that one. Looking for new magical abilities? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Hello? Ooh, I can buy a short sword. I will. And I'm gonna spend all my money. Absolutely all of it. Equip. Travel vest. Oh, and the short sword. Right. There we go. You'll notice I have a lot of Final Fantasy VII menu sounds, at least if you recognize them. Delrin's house. Leader of Valorant. Oh. Is this where I'm supposed to go? Klaus! Hello? Good afternoon, sleepyhead. Lana, did you come to wish us luck? Oh, hi there, Faye. Of course I did. Besides, knowing Klaus here, I bet you need it. Huh? Come on now, Lana. Show some faith. Oh, I'm just kidding anyways. I'm sure you'll do fine, Klaus. Oh, and Klaus, come by and see me before you leave, please. I need to talk to you about something. Lana? I'll be on the beach. Okay. I wonder what's up. Well, no use standing around, Klaus. Let's go get our mission. Let's do it. Let's loot his house first. So there is a run button. I haven't been using it. More bread! Oh, alright. Ah, Klaus, you're here. So, Delran, what do we get to do, huh? Do we get to go slay some giant beast in the forest? No, I'm afraid not, Faye. Where is he? He was supposed to be here an hour ago. Who? Well, that must be him now. Oh. Hello? Who are you? Excuse me, please. Okay. Report. No sign of her, sir. All we know is she's in the forest. She could be pretty deep by now. I see. Thank you. Sir? Klaus, Faye. Your mission is as follows. Enter Tarsine Forest and find Nessie. Wait. Nessie? Like the dog? That Nessie? Yes. She has gone missing again. We know she went back into the forest again, but we can't find her. But that assignment is surely below a full-fledged hunter. I would never send a hunter out without Nessie backing them up, but since she's missing, someone needs to find her. The simple fact I've got you going to look for her shows my trust in your skill. This assignment is no less important than any other. Sorry. Tarsine Forest is a short ways to the west. When you find her, just bring her back here. Don't worry, she'd never attack anybody. She's quite tame, really. We'll leave immediately. Come on, Klaus. Let's go! And Klaus, good luck. Alright, so we have our mission. We are off to find the town dog. I don't know. But if we try to be the douchebag that we are, and just go to do our mission, it's like, Klaus, I know you want to get going, but Lana wanted us to meet her on the beach. We shouldn't keep her waiting. So we gotta go meet Lana on the beach first. I know. RPG openings, right? They take forever. I apparently can't go behind her. You're going to look for her, aren't you? We have to, Lana. Though I'm not sure why. This town really needs Nessie. It's okay. That's not what I wanted to talk about. What is it, Lana? What's wrong? Klaus, you don't remember me, do you? You don't remember anything about this place at all, do you? What? What do you... Klaus, tell me. I'm right, aren't I? You didn't even know who I was until Faye said something, did you? Klaus, tell me you knew who she was! No, I had no idea. It's as I thought. I knew this would happen, but I'd hoped it wouldn't be so soon. So, you really don't remember? Not even me? I'm sorry. It's not your fault. Lana, you seemed like you expected this. Why did this happen? You should get going. We can talk later. But Lana! Go. I have to... Stop. Oh. Come on, Klaus. We should get going. So I was apparently really important to her. Just leave me alone for a while. I'll be okay. But I don't know who she is at all. Not a clue. I don't know. So, like, the thing I'm trying to go for here with this is I'm trying to make it so that you, as the player, are the person who's talking to them. And actually, if you tell her that you did remember, she will call you on it and say that, no, you didn't know who she was until, like, and so, like, oh, also, something, not very many RPGs do this either. It actually matters which side you enter the town from. You either come in on the left or the right. So I made there be, like, entrances based on that. I don't know. Small little detail. Doesn't really matter too much. This is the forest. Yes, I do overworlds. There's a save point here. So you'll notice in the upper left corner, I have a little circle that's changing colors. That's my encounter indicator. It's basically telling me how far away I am from a random encounter proccing. So they're not quite as random, though they're not on field, you do still see them coming. That slime did 1. That time it did 0. These slimes are, they're not a threat. I got an herb. So yeah, you'll notice that there's a... sorry. Combat flows like any other ATB-driven Final Fantasy, kind of. Except for that you'll notice that when I choose to attack, my time bar fills up again. So every action has a charge time. So, like, my ATB fills, but then if I was to, say, cast fire, it has to charge. And so things charge at different rates. And so you have to be mindful of the fact that your action isn't going to just immediately come off. There are other things that will occur. Also, you can't run in dungeons. Running is only available in towns. So, I actually do remember this map. So, like, I'm not like, gonna be too lost. Oh, the hornets at least deal damage to me. The slimes don't because I bought the armor. If I hadn't bought the armor, I would be taking a good deal more here. It's just kind of, you know, the fact that I started the way I did. So notice those different types of chests. The wooden ones are uneventful treasures, 15 gold and herb. But the nicer chests give you cool stuff. I did not remember that gave me cure, that I got cure in this dungeon, so I am glad I didn't buy it. Or glad at least that I didn't find a way to buy it. Because I did want to. Yes, there are the spell scrolls. I don't know. I'm skipping over a lot of details. I'm figuring that people are just kind of taking it in and seeing how the system kind of works. There's actually a lot of different systems in this game, and you have to get a little ways in before they're all open to you. Small energy crystal. I'm level 2! The one thing about this system that I'm not a huge fan of right now is that I don't even know if you ever gain any points of defense for leveling. I did get a point of agility, so that does sometimes happen. But I'm not sure if, like, you ever gain defense. I think you do. Let's have a small amount of energy. A large number of them might be useful. Okay. Shrug. It's telling the truth, but, you know, shrug. At this point, nobody knows. Nobody knows what they're doing. So you'll notice that leveling does not fully restore you. That's one of the things in RPGs I hate the most. Some of the RPGs I've played in my time, like, I would argue that some of the best ones of all time have had that. But at the same time, I really don't like it. I find that it's kind of cheaty almost. It makes me... Because if you're close to leveling, you just don't heal, right? Like, don't heal, don't use your items, because you're close to leveling. Wow, double small energy crystal drop. Nice. If I remember right, I made every enemy in the game capable of dropping a small crystal, and they also can have other things. So, they have a 1 in 10, but see, they also have a chance to drop something else at a 1 in 12. And I don't know what it is yet. I know that they're weak to fire, and so are they. So everything here is weak to fire. They're weak to lots of things. And you can also see what the type they are, their hit points, their different stats. So they're pretty fast. They've got a 22 agility. They've got a 16. You'll notice that in this game, agility stats are pretty static. Certain characters will gain points very slowly. The main character is one of those that gains agility points very, very slowly. Defense is the same way. That's just part of the balancing that needs to be done to this game, is figuring out how I want that to work. I actually like the idea of... and part of it is because agility affects the time bar. That's actually what your agility does. The higher your agility, the faster the time bar fills. Oh, there's the dog. There it is. There's Nessie. Nessie. Oh, Nessie, you silly pup. Come on, let's get back to town. Uh-oh. What the hell is that? It's moving closer. What is this? careful, Klaus. I'm sensing an extreme hatred from that thing. Uh-oh. Nessie emerged! Something emerged. Why is it not playing the boss theme? Kill it! Or not. Nessie, good girl. Now come here, Nessie. What the? Klaus, be careful. I don't think that's the same Nessie anymore. Oh god! Nessie's attacking! Burn Nessie! Ow. Fire! What the hell just happened? What is that thing? Ah! It's getting closer again! Oh boy. Burn it! 114! Ha! What is this thing? None of our attacks are working! Hey, fire worked! It just didn't work very well. Oh! 127. What was that? It was cold. Very cold. Eh! Ran away. Was victorious. What was that? We couldn't hurt it no matter what we did. Whatever it was, one thing is certain. It was angry. It must have transferred that anger to Nessie, making her violent. We should get back and report to Delran as soon as possible. Ugh. How do we explain that we had to kill Nessie, though? Well, hopefully he'll believe our story. Come on, let's go. So Nessie's really easy if you have fire. If you don't have fire, Nessie has like 300 hit points, and you only do like 50-ish. So the fight can take a little bit longer without fire. With fire, Nessie's weak to fire, and has a very bad day. What? Yeah, that's how it happened. Delran, you have to understand. I don't want to understand. You're telling me you killed Nessie? You killed my dog? Well, yeah. I guess that's what happened. Just get out! Delran, we're sorry, but we had no— I said get out! Sorry, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, boy. God damn it! Oh. Well, that certainly didn't go very well. Oh, don't worry about it. He'll get over it, I'm sure. I'm more worried about what that thing was. I wonder if Lana knows anything. Because Lana knows everything! She did know about your memory loss. We should head home and talk to her about it right away. What do you mean, why head home? Don't you remember? Oh, right. Well, and this may come as a shock, but she lives with you. Tee. Alright then, let's head back. Okay. This is my house. Apparently she does live with me. Hello. Hello. Oh, well, welcome home, Klaus. Is something wrong? Well, they explain what happened in the forest. So that's it, huh? We were hoping you would know something about what that thing could have been. I'm sorry, but I have no idea. Just what was that thing? I wonder. Lana? Oh, it's nothing. Have a seat. Dinner's almost ready. We can talk more then. Ooh, what you making? Faye? Oh, well, if you must know, it's... And then they do their thing. Oh, go take a load off already. Dinner will be ready in a bit. Go write in your diary or something. Oh, I can't wait. It'll be ready in a bit. We can talk more then. Okay. So, my diary. Looks like your diary. Will you read it? So this is kind of long, and it gets... Just a warning. It gets sort of dark. I do remember this. This is pretty dark. May 5th. Started my training as a hunter today. I'm going to the initiation tomorrow where I'll get my companion assigned to me. I hope I can work well with him. May 6th. My companion is a little fairy named Faye. I was kind of hoping to get someone who could help out in a pinch, but I guess this will have to do. I hope this isn't the beginning of the end of my career as a hunter. May 10th. I may have been too hard on Faye when I first got her assigned to me. She's been a great help in my training, even if all she's really been doing is providing support. I've come to rely on her criticism in order to refine my technique. May 11th. It was my birthday today. First day off training I've had since I started over a month ago. To be honest, it felt a little weird not going to the field today. I met someone at my party today. Though I'd never seen her before, she said she lived in the village for a long time. Must be one of those who stays indoors all the time. I hope I see her again. Sure. May 18th. I found out who she is. Her name is Lana. She lives a small way outside the village with her grandmother. I'm going to go visit her tomorrow when I go out for training. May 19th. I went to the house today, and sure enough, she was there. I took her out for a walk in the fields I train in. We could have talked for hours. I think I might be falling in love. May 27th. For the first time, she wasn't there today. Her grandmother said she'd gone... that's actually probably I should say for the first time Lana wasn't there today. Her grandmother said she'd gone south to sell some flowers for the family that she didn't know. And that she didn't know when she'd be back. It's dangerous to go so far out alone. I wish she'd asked me to go along. At least that way I'd know she was alright. June 4th. It's been a week now since she left, and she still isn't back. Faye says I'm worrying too much, and that it's taking away from my training. Maybe she's right. But I can't stop thinking about her. I plan to go out and look for her tomorrow, with or without Faye's help. June 12th. We got back today, and I'm glad I went out looking for her. Faye and I found her unconscious in the woods to the south. Her clothes were ripped to shreds, and she didn't have a penny on her. I took her home here to care for her until she's better. Faye thought we should take her back to her grandmother's, but I decided I didn't want to worry her. Besides, I want her to wake up and see that it was me who cared enough to go looking for her when no one else would. I sent Faye to tell her grandmother that we found her, and that I'd be a few days behind with her. June 14th. She woke up today. She was overjoyed to see me and explained that bandits had robbed her. She wouldn't say if they'd done anything to her, simply saying, I don't want to talk about it. I'll make these bandits pay. I swear it. June 18th. Delran got wind of my plan to go find the bandits and paid me a nice visit today. He told me not to go, that it wasn't my problem and to let it go. Maybe he's right. Doesn't look like there's much more. Keep reading? Yes. June 20th. Something awful has happened. Lana's grandmother passed away this morning. I tried to comfort her, but she just wants to be alone right now. With all my strength, there's nothing I could do. July 1st. It's wonderful. Lana's agreed to move in with me. Now I know this was meant to be. There's so much to be done. Now I barely have any time to write. Faye can't stop talking about all the good food she'll make for us. I swear. Faye seems to be so simple sometimes. July 4th. My hunter's exam is tomorrow. I hope I'm ready. Faye says I'll do fine. She's probably right, but still. I've been working towards this for the last 3 months now. I can't mess it up now. I should be sure to get lots of rest tonight. July 5th. I did it! I passed! Now I'm a full-fledged hunter. I can hardly wait for my first assignment. Delran said he'd have something for me by the 9th. I hope I do well. July 7th. Lana surprised me today with a party. I was totally unprepared for it. The whole town was there. She really did a lot of work today. It wasn't only the party, though. Normally, things like this happen the other way around. Lana told me she wanted to spend the rest of her life with me at the party today. She proposed. I'm so happy I almost still can't believe it, even as I write. I'm getting married. July 8th. My first mission is tomorrow. Faye's so excited she can't sleep. I just hope it's something interesting. Tomorrow will be the first day of a totally new life for me. It ends there. So today must be July 9th. Diary. And you can read it anytime you want. It's just containing information about your past. Klaus, there you are. I was just about to call for you. Oh, hi. Well then, dig in. Oh, right! Klaus, did you read it? Yeah. So then, you know. No, so much sad. Lana. No, it's okay, Faye. I'm alright. I'm sorry, I need a bit more time. If you'll excuse me. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna eat this delicious chicken. Poor Lana. This must be really hard on her, knowing that you don't remember anything about her. You did read your diary, right? Yeah. Good. At least you know what's going on here. She's gotta be taking this hard. I mean that you two were gonna get married here any day now. You know, Klaus, I think you should go in there and be with her for a bit. Even if you really know nothing about how she's feeling right now, she could use it, you know? Oh, don't worry about the mess. I'll clean it up. You just go. Go and see her. I know she could use it. Okay, I'm gonna run down the hall. Oh, Klaus. I'm sorry about leaving like that. I just don't know what to say. Klaus, tell me it didn't happen. Tell me you remember me. That you remember everything that's happened. I know. It's okay. Just stay with me. Please. I don't want to lose you too. I went pretty dark with this. Yeah, I'm gonna save in a different slot because if I remember right, this is pretty hard. Oh. Whoa. What? Where is Klaus? Where are we? Why are you back? Oh no, you shouldn't have brought her here. What do you mean you don't know how you got here? Oh, something is very wrong here. Huh? You need to leave right now! What? Klaus, what is this? Ah! Klaus! Go! Before he finds you and I get in real trouble. Oh. No! What is this? My God, why is this happening? Oh, Klaus. Klaus, why? Why is this happening? My grandma's home. Oh no. Grandma? Nightmare Scorpion. She has Cure Fire and Ice. Oh wow, I made this way easier. And you! Level 3! I made that way easier than it used to be. My god. What is happening in here, Klaus? Did we just... More? Oh, right. That's why it's... That's why. There's 2 now. Yeah. Oh my god, she only has 90 hit points. That's bad. That's a bad. Oh, they're weak to ice, though. No, it's goof. Goof. Let's do a round of curing, shall we? Actually, if I can kill one of them off. They seem to be weak to ice, so that's a plus. And then I will heal myself. See, I told you I don't remember everything about my own game. I forgot that there was another fight. Klaus, what is this? I have no idea. I'm scared. What? You're the perfect one. Yes, you'll do nicely indeed. What? What are you? This one has strong ties. It is most fortunate. What? Welcome us into your heart. The nightmare! Oh god, fire! Ice! Ew! Bye, Lana. I shall heal. Molly? You! Heal. Uh-oh. You! You douchebag boss. Well, I'm really slow. Oh, okay, yeah. You. Ah! Are you guys up yet? It's almost noon. Lana? Lana, your hair! What happened? Faye, don't yell so loud. What the? Klaus! Whoop! What could have possibly happened? Klaus. A hair. That dream. You had it too, didn't you? Yep. Oh, Klaus. It was a dream, wasn't it? What's happening to me? I don't mean to interrupt, but can one of you tell me what's going on? Faye? Oh, I'm sorry, of course I can. Lana tells Faye about the shared dream. Uncapitalized Faye, of course. Wow. Something attacked you? And then you felt like it engulfed you? Something like that. You know, the way you describe that thing, it sounds a lot like the thing that turned Nessie evil. Klaus, do you think that it could be... We gotta tell Delran! Wait, why tell Delran? He didn't believe you in the first place. Don't you see, Lana? You shared a dream. Not only that, It was about that thing we saw. And for all we know, it caused your hair to change. We have to see the mystic about this. But that would mean heading to Teleran. Can we even get there now? I don't know. But we aren't going anywhere without Delran's approval first. Uh-oh. Klaus, you have that confused look on your face again. You need us to explain something? What do you need to know? What's this mystic? Mystic is a man who knows everything there is to know about the spiritual and elemental realms. If anyone is going to know what that dream was about and what that thing was, it'd be him. What do you need to know? What's Teleran? Teleran is the biggest and most important town in the Kingdom of Jural, which is where we are. It's quite a ways to the south and sits at the base of the home to the kingdom's king and queen. We'll have to pass through Gorash Forest to make it there. Gorash Forest? Yeah, Gorash is the problem. The rumor is travel through that forest has been hard since Gaddon's lighthouse went dark a few weeks ago. Okay, nothing. I'm good. Okay then. Let's go get permission from Delran then. Let's? As in you're coming too? You didn't think I was staying behind, did you? Whether he remembers me or not, I still love him, and I'm not going to let him go alone. Besides, this involves me too. Right. Sorry. Let's go then. You know this rain won't stop, so no sense waiting around for it. Oh. Oh, I remember that I did this now. That's right. Every time you come back to your house, your party members will be outside and you can talk to them. Don't worry about me. I'm alright. I realized after last night that I haven't really lost you. You're still you, with or without your memories. I'm behind you 100%. Besides, I'm more worried about that dream and what happened to me. Come on! Let's go see Delran! Oh, I'm sure he's forgotten about Nessie by now. And it's a rain. We'll come over here, we'll talk to Delran. Mr. Delran, sir? Hello? This is ridiculous. Delran! Lana, I didn't know you were here. I'm sorry. What should that matter? Klaus is your best hunter. You're going to ignore him because your dog tried to kill him? Lana. Wow. I'm sorry. Lana, did you change the color of your hair? I have to admit, I rather like the old color more. Ugh, you're impossible. You see, Delran, this is what happened. Faye tried to explain the dream from the explanation she heard. So that's how it goes. So you see, that's why we want to make the trip to Teleran and see the mystic. I see. That's a lot to take in. But that's 2 crazy stories from you two in 2 days. So I'm starting to believe that there's more going on here than I thought. So you believe us? Enough that I know I can't change your minds. If you want my permission, you got it. Go on now and get out of here. Really? What? I just figured it'd be harder than that. No. This permission thing is more of a formality than a real necessity. Which reminds me, you'll need this to cross the bridge. We got a permission slip! Hooray! And here. I suppose I owe you for the last mission anyways. Faye got 100 G! Wow! Delran, we really don't. Take it before I change my mind. Do you know where you're going? You do know where you're going, right? I doubt we'll be able to get through Gorash Forest without some help, so I figured we'd stop by Keelan to the south and look for help there. Well, sounds like you have a plan at least. Good luck. Well, wouldn't you know? Sounds like the rain is clearing up. Because everything's looking up! Our adventure is ready to go! Hooray! We can become become adventurers now. And just like that, your adventure has begun. You have Lana in your party. She's a seer. She's about to level up. Her birthday is January 14th. She's 19 years old. According to your diary, and with a little help from Faye to fill in the blanks, Lana is a nice, caring girl who has apparently fallen in love with you. Her grandmother died shortly before she came to live with you, and though she hides it well, her grandmother's death still affects her deeply. Though you no longer remember it, she still considers herself your wife, and is actually unclear, that is wrong, and it is actually unclear as to whether her last name, Ovir, is your last name or hers. That is wrong unless my diary needed to be updated. You may have noticed the save point changed color. It has now become a warp point. You travel between warp points, no warp points, in the blink of an eye. Every town has one, so try to find them. So just the last thing I'm going to do before I head out, because now you just head out in the overworld and continue on with the game. Last thing I'm going to do before I end this video is I'm going to show off the warp point system. So when you go to the warp world, you're in this little screen here. And in the screen is all of this stuff. He who seeks the greater truth. Only he can find this place. I exist to aid those who can find this place. In their search, is what that should say. In your travels, you will come across crystals of great energy. I can transform their energy into something more helpful. The energy they become can be used to receive the blessings of mana. These blessings can increase your strength. You may also come across larger forms of these crystals. I can shape them into useful items for you and increase the level at which I can create mana from smaller crystals. Bring these crystals to me and I will do what I can to aid you. Okay. So I have 4 small ones, so that actually wouldn't do me anything, but you can tell it that you're working with smalls, and then you say, yes. And then it asks you how many, and you say 4. And then it transforms them, and it tells you you now have 4 mana. Now, I can come up here and talk to these. I am the keeper of the soul. I can transform mana into something that can benefit you. Speak to me when you have created mana and wish it transformed. And then this guy, I am the keeper of material. I can transform mana into something that can benefit you. Speak to me when you have created mana and wish it transformed. Wish to transform mana into a material possession? And you can say yes, or you can come and talk to this guy. You wish to transform mana into that which benefits the soul? You can say yes or no. So, the water, the soul, if you transform mana, the more mana you give it, more mana will change what I can create, current mana form. So if I gave it all my mana, which is very, very little, this is a bad idea. It won't actually probably give me anything. Yes. So, the more you give it, the more likely you are to actually get something. So, like, if I was to come over here and try to give him some mana, I believe the percentage is, like, legit. Like, I probably have, like, a 4% chance to get something. Yeah. And then you can warp the towns. And it takes you to those save points. So that's how you get around the world really quickly. How you can go back to your home really, like, whenever you want, basically. And overall, that's this game. That is all of the systems that are available in it, I think, have been shown off. Well, that's not true. The main character, every character has a special way of learning specific skills that only they can get. So, like, the main character, you have to find sword masters, and he'll teach you a skill if you defeat him in combat. Lana's all come to you via the storyline. So she just gets them automatically. There's another character in the game who you have to hunt down monsters, and every time you hunt a new monster, he gets a new skill based on the monster you hunt. I don't know if I'd come up with the way the 4th character gets his skills. The fourth character isn't even in the game. No matter how far you play the game, you won't unlock the permanent fourth party member. Because I just hadn't gotten there yet. But you can see that even me already knowing what to do, I'm 52 minutes into this game. So this is a really long video. And I'm just started. Like, we just got out of the first town. We're just out of the intro of the game. And it's a 53-minute game already. There's another town. Off of that town, there's a dungeon that then leads to a boss and some cutscenes that leads to a small little town with some cutscenes. You then go back into the dungeon, and you have to do some cutscenes from there with another boss. You go back to the town, have another cutscenes, and some more town stuff. Go over to the first primary dungeon, which is really pretty long. Do all of that, and then you head back down. You probably are going to take a pit stop at the same town that you were at before to recover and buy new stuff. And then you'll go down into Gorash Forest, finally. You do Gorash, you go all the way through it. There's some cutscenes in there, some basic ones. And then after Gorash, there's a town that isn't complete. And it's as far as I'd gotten. So right now the game is, what? One town, one dungeon, a second town, and then 3 dungeons off of that. So it's not like a ton right now. It's only like, what, 5? 1, 2, 5, 6 areas total. But I put a lot of love into what I had done. Like, a lot of love. There are encounters in the overworld, and you don't have your little encounter crystal. And you are forced to move very slowly. Oh, you have a pass? Let me skip. Okay, everything seems in order here. I'll keep that slip. I doubt you want to carry it carry it around anyways. Don't worry, I'm good with faces. And then you can go past, and then there's the next town. So the overworld doesn't take very long. Normally, it's pretty short distances. Keelan at last, yay! Oh, feel that forest breeze. This place is great. Faye. This isn't a vacation. Oh, I know that. Come on, let's look for information about how to get through Gorash Forest. Right. We may also want to consult the chief of the village. He knows a lot about the lore of this area, and he knows me, so we should be able to meet with him. You know the chief, Lana? Well, that's a long, kind of embarrassing story, so suffice it to say we've met. Oh, come on, stop staring at me like that. Let's get going already. Chief's hut is the only one with a straw roof. You can't miss it. We should probably also gather info from the villagers. It couldn't hurt to know what to ask the chief about. I think I actually made it so you have to do that. There's a couple villagers you have to talk to, I think. But just to show it off, this is actually a two-screen town. I know, crazy, right? It's full of side quests. There's like. Can't you hear that? I think there's someone down there. If I had a rope, I'd go see. How exciting. See, so you need a rope. Well, it looks pretty deep. If you had a rope, you could get in. It's pretty great. I don't know. I'm proud of this game. I don't know. Maybe everybody's looking at it and being like, this is 56 minutes of my life I'm never going to get back. But I'm proud of this game. Again, if you really, really want to see, if you guys really want me to play my entire game to completion, at least to completion, quote unquote, I will. I like it. I think it's fun, so. And I need to play through it again if I'm going to work on it again, because I need to get all the content and see all of the storyline that I'd written so that I can remember kind of how it was going. I don't know where my notes for the story were. I had an outline completely written. I had a lot of the content worked through, but I don't remember where they were. I think I'd written them digitally, and I'm hoping they might be on my Google Docs, but I'm not positive. I would really like to work on this again, but at the same time, I just never really feel like spending the time on it. And it is in RPG Maker VX, which is now 2 behind. I hate MV, personally. I think MV doesn't come with enough for anybody like me to actually make a game. But VX really did. I just wish I'd done it in VX Ace. Because VX Ace has access to the TP, which is like, kind of like a limit break bar. It builds as you take damage and as you deal damage. And you can use it to do special moves that take TP. For me, this game is just your standard HP, MP. Stuff takes MP. There's a couple skills in the game. One of your other characters, his skills take HP, his specific ones. Your main characters just take MP, and Lana just uses MP. I don't remember. I think the final character was going to have skills that took both, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Like I said, there's a lot I don't remember about what I'd planned for this game. But I do remember all the systems. I do remember everything I'd planned to do mechanically. So mechanically, the game is sound. I don't think there's anything in it that I'm missing that I wanted to be able to do. I just needed to make the game from here. And making towns and writing storyline, while I enjoy the idea of getting the story down, making cutscenes is a lot of work. Especially getting them tested, because you need to be able to, like, you need to be able to run them, and then if you want to have a cutscene that has a boss in it, like, you really should be doing playtesting to find out how hard the boss is, make sure the boss is the difficulty you want it to be based on what you kind of want your players to be at by the time they're there. I like to make sure my bosses are beatable by someone who's just doing 100% of the game, but knows where everything is, and isn't doing any extra grinding. Just literally do the side quests, get all the abilities, do all the side quests, and do all the dungeons, and be able to just beat everything as I arrive at it. No extra grinding required. That means that anybody who does any extra grinding is going to be higher level than I expect, and anybody who doesn't know where everything is going to be higher level than I expect, because they'll have done more grinding than I did. And so those extra levels should help people be able to beat these bosses that I struggle with, because I get there and I'm like the minimum level, basically, right? And so I kind of balance them around that. And that means that, like I said, anybody who's there a few levels higher should have an easier time than I did, because that's what leveling up does. But anyways, I've been going at this for an hour, and my sinuses are killing me, my throat is killing me, and I really, really need to stop. So I'm going to. And when we come back, something completely different. For anybody who's curious about uploads and why the uploads aren't going on right now, I shouldn't be covering this right now, but I am. There's no uploads right now because I have nothing to upload. I have not yet beaten the next project. The next project is a long game. I haven't beaten it yet, and until I do, I don't really want to upload it, because I don't want to start uploading something that I haven't beaten, in case I end up not finishing it. I know I've said that a lot, but I just wanted to reiterate it. I do have an idea for a really short game I could play, that I could start uploading it as soon as I beat. And I might start that tonight if it gets better, but I don't know if it will, so I don't know. But hey, when it happens, it happens. I'll see you all then. Have a good one.